I'm going to be teaching you guys how to win in Chapter 6 Season 1 in the regular Battle Royale mode and then also Zero build. As you can see, this is the glider that you get for winning your first game in this. It's really cool actually. It is a Shogun umbrella. So this is what you get for winning the game. Yeah, let's get right into the video. If you guys do like the video, you can always leave a like on the video. And then make sure you check out my sponsored links down in the description below if you're interested in those. So yeah, hope you enjoy. So as in for POIs and landing, you always want to land in the outskirts kind of areas of the map. Here I'm going to be landing at this POI just because I like this POI and I'm kind of used to it. I know where the chests are and I'm going to be able to get a weapon very fast, right? You want to land in places that are not as populated. Like this place is sort of populated, not much. There's other better POIs that people like to go to, like the middle of the map. And Flooded Frogs is like a decently open area where I can get a gun instantly, right? So I'm going to grab this shotgun instantly, and then I'm going to be looking for a chest instantly while watching above. So this guy's going to drop on me. See if I can kill this guy real quick. There we go. Killed that guy really quick. And then go instantly to the chest wall jump up here, which is new into the movement system in the game, which is really cool. Get some weapons and get some stuff. Now, basically, I'm going to be looking for more chests to get shields, right? Every time when you drop, you want to instantly look around in the sky, look for the players that are dropping, make sure that no one's dropping around you. Then instantly look for a weapon on the ground like I did when I dropped, right? So now I'm just looking around, farming for some materials as well, because this is, you know, regular build mode, of course, and going for more chests like this one right here. Also, I did just get the Void mask. So this mask is going to be the most OP mask in the game in my opinion. This mask lets you teleport. So as you can see, someone was near me, so I'm going to teleport out of there and I'm just going to start building on the outskirts and look around, get a visual, and just make sure I look around in my area. I don't want to sit here and just keep running around the middle of the building and not know who's around me, right? So there's even a chest near me. I'm going to grab that, get a big pot. But for the most part, I'm popping the shields right here, and I'm just, again, doing 360s, looking around for any possible targets, any possible enemies that's around me. Also, one thing I do want to note when you are hitting trees, you want to leave a tree at 50 HP. So, like, if you're hitting the tree a bunch, you know, make sure it's 50 HP instead of destroying it. Because when you destroy it, the animation of the tree explodes, and the people know you're there. So right here, I find somebody, I see him pushing me, I'm going to TP away from him, just so I can get a better angle on him. So if he peeks me now, I can just, you know, spray him with my AR. Instead of being really close, because that was like really close range, I didn't really want to fight him. Just because of how that building is, and these buildings are kind of lopsided like this, you know, they're, you know, they got that style to them. So I don't really want to fight on these buildings like that are in close range, because it's going to be easy for me to die, right? So avoid fights as much as possible. I'm going to get another angle with this Void. It's going to be insane, this Void teleport mask. And there you go. I'm cracking him. I'm hitting him. 31. Very low HP. He's going to get away with the sword, but I'm going to use a Void again to chase him down now because he's a super low HP. I have shields. I'm able to take this fight on since he's low HP. Missed a couple shots there, but it's fine. That got him ultimately and got some ammo. Another guy shooting at me. I'm going to instantly build around me. And this all comes with practice, of course. Building like this, getting height advantage, and then kill him. That was a bot, I'm pretty sure. But you always want to get height advantage when you are in building situations, right? So that's why a lot of people say learn the 90s. Look up a tutorial how to do 90s. You know, there's plenty of them. And then, of course, you know, learn it. So you can get height control, and then as soon as you get height control, then you can spray people. But as I was saying before, as you can see, I'm hitting the trees. You hit it to 50. Hit the trees, hit it to 50, you know, if I can hit a tree. Because, you know, like I said, you break the trees all the way, then people will know that you're there because there's a big animation when the leaves fall, when the tree explodes around you. So you definitely want to hit them to low HP and then not, you know, get that last hit. Just let it be. A lot of people do that in ranked games, and used to do that in ranked games a lot when I played back in the old days and OG days. People still do it somewhat nowadays. Just a good little tip. Other than that, I'm just literally just looking around the map, looking for chests to grab. Going to be using the Void to get over here and look for more targets. You know, I'm always doing 360s. I'm running around the map sprinting because, you know, sprinting is in Fortnite. And you always want to do 360s. Find out where enemies are before they find you. There's an enemy to my right. And I'm going to spray him really quick. You know, build a little wall, floor, and then stair. And then get some height on him and then kill him. You know, it's only an AI, only a bot. So it's going to be easy kill. Gonna get some free loot from there. Bots you can really use to your advantage on winning games too, because they give you so many materials, so much ammo, and just good weapons some of the time. So I got blue now, rare weapons. So pretty good. And again, make sure you get these masks. Make sure you get the void. If you can get the void, it's really OP, and especially when you get a car as well. So one thing you'll see me do in both of these games, which is in the regular battle royale and also in the no builds battle royale, that I am going to be having a car 24/7. It's actually one of the most OP things in this game right now is the vehicles. If you don't have a vehicle near the end of the game, you're kind of in a really bad position. Same thing with no builds. You're definitely in a bad position if you don't have a vehicle in no builds. It's going to be very bad for you. You know, hit this boss up in the sky with the vehicle, kill him really quick. Now, as soon as I killed the boss, I didn't see this guy over to my left behind the tree here. I'm gonna pick up the void, and someone's right here, right? So he's camping the boss. A lot of people do that. I am gonna try to have a little build fight with him, and this all comes down to practice, you know. Of course, I'm really rusty right now, so of course my build is going to be very bad. Haven't had a build fight in so long and no practice with it, so I'm just gonna be spamming a lot, of course. But I'm gonna be using my void to get out of here, because now I realize I can't win the fight. I realize that my builds are very rusty. Of course, my 90s are rusty. Everything's rusty. So I'm just going to use my void once, and then I'm going to use my void again before popping another mini, because the realization of me sitting there and popping a mini next to him where he basically knows that I went in that direction, you could hear the audio cue. I want to get farther away from him to pop my minis, right? To heal myself. So now I'm going to get height advantage. I have height advantage on him. He doesn't even know where I went, actually. So I want to put some shots on him, crack his shields, and make him white. Actually almost kill him here. So I'm going to push that. So when someone is very low HP, you do want to push, and you want to be confident. I heard him shockwave away, so I'm going to try to chase him here and try to find him. But for the most part, remember, if you have the void mask, or if you're just like, you know, close to somebody enough and you make them really low HP, try to be confident and get up in there. Try to get that kill. Because usually you don't want to let a player go if they're very low HP. I mean, you can. But, you know, for the most part, you want to get that kill because you want more mats, materials, you want more items, better items at least. And right there, I killed him. So I saw him over here as well. And then just popped him with the AR, the scoped zoom. Try to grab the other void, see if there's any more voids, and get all the materials and everything like that. But as I was saying, you always want to go after a target. He did kill the other guy too. But anyways, you want to go after a target that is easy to kill, that's low HP already, because once he's low HP and you crack him like that, go after him, you kill him, and then you get all the materials, you get all the items that he's got. So then, you know, of course you can upgrade your gear that you have into the later game, and also get more, you know, void masks if you need more than you have. So what I'm going to be doing here is kind of a little camping strategy, right? So usually in games that you really want to win, it's going to be really boring, but usually you're going to be placing a little base on top of a mountain, anything that's got height. So basically anything that's like a mountain or a big building that's really tall that people can't really like sneak up on you on, right? Like up here, you can build this little base like I did, and then just look out over edge of the stairs that you build in a little base. And you can just sit up here, let other people kill each other over and over again while you're sitting up here and you're slowly getting to last place. And this is like the easiest way to basically camp and basically win games. A lot of people do this in ranked where they just sit around, wait until, you know, they're getting low in the player count, and then they go push somebody, or then they go and try to get into a fight at least. But usually this is what you want to do. More the merrier if you do bring a car in here. So I ran down the mountain, went to go get a car really quick, and also get some more materials from the trees. Obviously leave the trees with 1 HP. I don't, you know, have too much attention to myself. And then dipped over to the car really quick. Put the car into my base now. So I have a little, you know, little movement, basically buff, I guess you would call it, the vehicle. The vehicles are OP, like I said. So make sure you want to, you know, have a car with you, box yourself in with it. And then eventually when the zone is about to move, which in a second it'll be moving. So as you can see, I boxed it up like that. And now the zone's about to be moving. And as you can see, as the zone moves, I just edit down. And then I just zoom out of there, out of my base. And then I go into the next zone. Usually when the zone is moving, this is going to be with any of the games. So, you know, Battle Royale regular, and it's going to be with no builds as well. You're going to want to move to that zone very quickly. You don't want to stick on the outskirts of the zone and wait until the zone pushes in more, because it's called edge camping. A lot of people do it where basically they edge camp the zone. So they would sit at the edge of the zone that they are in, like the circle, and then they'll just camp the outside of that zone. So when people are trying to rotate into the zone, you'll get sprayed down really hard, and you'll most likely die if you don't have enough materials. Especially in no builds, you'll die very quickly because you have no, no cover or anything if there's no cover. So you always want to get in a zone before it's going to switch, and be near the middle of the zone or at any peak point. As you can see, I'm driving this car over here, trying to get up to the top of this mountain here the best I can, really. And then I'm going to be sitting up on the top of the mountain with the car. So like as I drive up here, be sitting up here with the car and just waiting for the zone to move around. I'm in the zone right now, and since I have a vehicle, I'm very, very broken. As in, it's like very OP to have a vehicle. Like I keep saying, always have a vehicle and you'll win almost every game. So you don't really want to fight this. I'm just gonna go on the top of this mountain, and I'm gonna sit up here on top of this mountain, mess around, go up and down, looking for people. And again, I'm not just sitting here and just looking at the wall. I'm looking for people 24/7, trying to find these last players that are alive, which is only 3 left, including me. So it's 4, but 3 left alive, and I'm sitting here waiting. As you can see, I haven't moved to the next zone yet, but I can do this if I have a vehicle. So if you have a vehicle, you can definitely, camp outside of the zone rather than moving to it instantly and wait until the zone closes. You can do this with a vehicle because you have the boost, and you have a lot more ways to getting into the zone than other people would if they didn't have the vehicle, of course. As you can see, now I'm chasing the zone. So I'm on top of the mountain, chasing the zone now. And I see a player down there, so I'm going to take some shots on him. He's going to build very, very fast with his metal. So he's going to be scared. But I'm going to be sitting in my vehicle for more extra protection. And then I'm going to put my front of my vehicle kind of like on the other side of the mountain, so he can't really shoot me in the driver's seat as much. I'm going to build a little bit just to protect my vehicle here, and then scope out the rest of the area, make sure I'm not getting flanked by anybody, no one's pushing up behind me, and make sure my vehicle is good where I can get into it. So I have to destroy this, but there you go. So I can get into my vehicle easier. Again, just build a little bit around my vehicle. Spray him a little bit. Fell down there by accident, but it's okay. Good, and just protecting my vehicle and just staying on top of this high ground control. You always want a high ground control. And me and this other guy are basically having high ground control. I actually have more high ground control than him. And then I see the last guy. So the last guy is over here to my left. And this is, again, a good example of scoping out the area. Always, always, always scope out the area in your game. When you have high ground control, always do 360s, 180s, whatever you got to do to look around and find that other player. You always want to know where the other player is. You don't want to be too focused on one player, because then the other one can sneak up on you, of course. So put some shots on him while he's falling down the hill, put some pressure on him. The other guy is going to be pushing pressure on him as well. They're probably going to be fighting here. So I took the car and just did a little ramp up on the ramp that I got. I am going to be taking some shots from the first guy that I was looking at and taking some shots from anyways in the beginning. But I have a car, so I can maneuver way quicker than anybody else can right now because they don't have cars. I'm actually going to try to bust this down really quick, go under him. And right here, I should have stayed in the car and waited, but I wanted to try to fight this. So try to get up there with the void. Did drop a little bit, so I'm just going to box myself in, and they're going to be fighting. So right here, realistically, I should have pushed earlier, but then again, they are fighting, so I want to stay alive, so I'm just going to stay in here. You usually want to try to third party the enemies when they are fighting each other, because then they're going to because then they're going to be focused on each other first and not you, right? Pushing up on them, and they're most likely going to be low HP if they're fighting each other anyways, both of them. But as you can hear, he's trying to break my build here, and I'm just staying in my builds, trying to stay alive the best I can, because I know the other guy's still alive. I was going to try to push up here as well. I do see the guy hidden, 109 on him. Trying to get high ground control. Remember, high ground controls everything. He is pushing me, so I'm just going to dip out here with my void. Let those guys fight. So I'm going to go at the bottom of the mountain. Remember, I did say high ground control is everything, but I do have the void. You got to remember that. So that void mask, I can get up to high ground control really quickly. I'll make sure I pop my shields as well. But since I'm on low ground right here, they were fighting and they killed each other. So one guy killed the other guy, and now it's a 1v1 situation. I do have my void, so I'm going to put my void to the tippy top of the base. Try to get up there. I saw him while I was dropping down, put a little shot on him, and then put another shot on him before he's able to turn around and shoot me. That's basically how you do it right there for builds, at least. You're just staying alive. You're playing very, very smart. Definitely, if you have the void, it's going to be way easier to void mask. I would definitely recommend getting it. The cars are very OP, and like I said, you don't always have to fight your fights. You can always let enemies fight their fights for you, and then it makes it easier for you to 1v1 situation rather than 2v1ing, right? So let's get right into the 0 builds now. Point of interest is going to be not really a point of interest. It's just like a little farm area that is in the corner of the map, and that's just sitting back there. It's also got a vehicle down here, right? So I'm going to come down here. Of course, I'm going to drop on the first weapon I see. Keep looking around, make sure no one else, dropped on you, just in case that you missed a player. So say if you look around and you don't see anybody, don't usually take that as a, I didn't see anybody, no one's here. Make sure you look around a couple times because you never know, you may have missed them. And then just go to farming, go to work. I am by myself in this location, so I have all this loot for myself. I already have 50 shields. I have some decent weapons. I'm trying to get some more decent weapons, and I'm just gonna keep going around this little farm. Masters here, slurp barrels, so I'm gonna kill those two. Gonna get 70 shield now, and just keep looting these chests. There's a katana blade here if I wanted that. Even more shotgun ammo. So I'm basically kitted out decently. Not the best, but I got most of the kit going, and now I'm gonna have even more slurp barrels. This location is very, very good. So I already have 90 shield in a matter of like a minute, couple seconds. Over here, look around for more players. Go straight to the little truck over here. That's going to be here, and there you go. I have a vehicle. I have basically full shield, and then I have decent weapons. I have a shotgun, SMG, and AR. So there's even a legendary chest over here as well. This is like a good example of just landing at a location that's gonna let you not fight anybody, really. Just gonna let you stay alive. There's a purple SMG that came out of here. There's even a fire mask as well, Oni mask, which is insane. So now I'm just going to be driving around the map and just burning time until I find a player. So keep driving, go up this little hill here, and I'm going to be looking for a player here. I do hear some shots right here, so I am going to be engaging that because, it's 0 build, so they can't really build a lot. So I've been using my fire mask here to lock on to somebody, shoot a little flame at them. So I knew there was 2 players over here, but I think one of them killed the other guy. So there's only 1 player over here, I'm pretty sure. That's what I'm thinking in my head, at least. So I'm going to get on top of high ground. Always get on top of high ground, even in no builds. So I'm on top of high ground here, looking for this enemy that's below me somewhere. He's probably in the building in front of me, which that's what I'm thinking right here, right? So I'm going to throw one right here on the wall, just in case he's over there. Throw another one, maybe he'll run around, get scared. Eventually I do run down here and take the truck over here, just in case he pops out. I can hop in that truck if I need to. I do grab a void mask, which is really nice. And I see a slurp barrel, so I get a little greedy here. I'm gonna try to get the slurp barrel. He was waiting for me to grab that slurp barrel, right? So unfortunately for him, though, I hit my shots more than him, and I'm just overall better. And right there, as you can see, I'm using the car. So before I even went over here to grab the slurp barrel, which I knew was going to be a risky move, I grabbed the car just in case. I saw it's there, and then I grabbed it just in case that I needed it for cover, which I got it for cover. And there you go. I got an easy kill off that fight. And now I'm going to get full shields here. And now I have the void mask, which is the most OP mask in the game for mobility, which is, I tell you, that you need. Again, going around the map, driving on the road, I do find another player, which I think it was a player, but I'm pretty sure it was AI. I did crack them, though. So I just wanted to push up here. Since I cracked them, always try to push up if you have a lot of health, a lot of HP. And there you go. That's an easy kill. I'm pretty sure that was AI. Or maybe just like a worse player, of course. Around the map, driving around, and trying to find good positions. and also more chests. So right here, I'm grabbing a chest, of course, right? So I'm never not grabbing chests because I always want to upgrade my weapons. I have a uncommon shotgun, and then I got a green shotgun, right? I want to look for the little guys just in case I needed them. So there's one up there. Activate that, and I'm still getting chests, as you can see, going in this little building here. Get another chest, just constantly farming throughout the entire game to see what I can get and maybe change up my loadout if I need to, whatever I get in the chests. Eventually, while I'm driving around, I'm going to be looking for a truck, another one. So when your vehicle is running low on fuel, you can go to gas station, but I usually like going to find another vehicle. So I found this other truck here, and I'm going to be taking this. I do see a player inside the building, so I'm going to do a little wrap around. You know, hop out, put some shots on him. Realistically, I should have waited until my vehicle stopped so I have cover because I have no builds on. Kind of want to shoot it like real life, right? I'm going to do a little drive-by here and instantly kill them. So that was an easy kill for me at least. But yeah, just make sure you stop that vehicle and use that vehicle as cover because it is no builds. Unless you're very confident like me where you can just do like a drive-by, jump out, and then go to work. So while I'm driving away here though, there is another player shooting at me and I located him, you know, so just keep driving until you locate the enemy. Always try to do that the best you can. Try to find out where the enemy is, right? Of course. Hit that guy by accident. Oops. I'm going to go over here. Now I'm going to stop the vehicle in its tracks to try to use it for some cover. And then I'm going to spray him. 113, so I'm going to be pushing him now with the vehicle. So right there, it was just you know, matchup of him not having ammo and him getting pushed down. He shouldn't have shot me in the first place. But right there, I did a little, you know, shot with my shotgun, sprayed up the stairs a little bit, and then it kind of jumped the other way, so it kind of confused them. It looked like I was going to run up the stairs, but I wasn't. I was going to jump back down and shoot him with the shotgun again. I like using the pump more than, you know, the automatic personally. But that was an easy kill, right? Used the Jeep for my cover, the truck. Put some shots on him while he was shooting the truck. And distracted by the cover, trying to blow this up. And then, of course, just jump on him really quick and kill him. After I crack him a bunch. Again, you don't need to be doing this. You don't need to be taking fights. Like right there, I could have just avoided that whole entire fight entirely. But I'm pretty confident in my ability to kill people. So that's why I'm pushing. And getting decent kills on them if I do crack them. If I crack them, I'm definitely pushing. Eventually, I do change vehicles, and you could always like sit in a vehicle and sit on the opposite side of the map. So like over here, I'm getting these chests, and I have my truck still, my new one that I just randomly picked up, and the zone's moving around. But I can sit outside of the zone. I'm not really worried about edge campers of the zone, so I can just sit over here and just, you know, sit still with my truck randomly. I can just place it on the side of this rock and sit here for a couple seconds until the zone closes, and then I can start moving. This gives me enough time for people to kill each other. And so I can, you know, get a better place in the game and ultimately try to win. So I sit there for a couple seconds and then I just start moving. So of course with the car here, I'm looking for the last players. There's 2 players left. So as you can see, I'm using the vehicle this whole entire game, staying alive, avoiding fights as much as I can, unless I'm getting in there and getting a fight on. But here I'm just doing circles. I know the guy's on top of the rooftop. I literally saw him earlier. So I'm just going to be zooming around here, jump over that. And see if I can get a better angle on him. I am low fuel, so I gotta calm it down with my boosts. But he's got high ground control right here, and this is no builds, so I gotta be careful here. He is gonna take some shots at me. I'm gonna jump out really quick, me being very confident here. Try to shoot him. I did get scared by that little spirit on the ground. But other than that, try to shoot him a little bit. I'm gonna use my void because my vehicle is gone. And now I'm just going to run over here. I don't know where the other guy is at, so I got to be careful of that, right? I'm always mindful of the other player because there's 2 players left, not just one. So I'm jumping up here, seeing if I can see that guy again peek. He's not peeking, so I'm going to be looking around for the other player as well. And using my void to get closer to the circle rather than just running. I will be wasting my void a bunch because I have a bunch of void mask uses left. And I don't really need to hold them for what next game, right? So just use a bunch of them as much as you can. And then I see a little peak, so as in height, so I'm gonna shoot it up there and I'm gonna get right on top of high ground, and this is basically where I'm gonna be winning this game at. So as soon as I get high ground like this and I'm in no builds, they can't build and the zone is gonna be coming over here, so they have to run over here for the zone, and I'm on top of the roof. All I need to do is watch out for a enemy shooting at me from my right or my left, and the guy in front of me is usually going to run in front of me, right? So I'm going to take some shots on the guy in front of me that's on that rooftop. Now I can see him. I'm at a higher peak than him. So I have way more height than him right now. And I'm just sitting up here. I'm not making no like advances towards him. Even if I cracked him, I'm not going to run after him. He's across the map. I'm just going to keep him over there while I'm on top of there. Get that chest below me so I can have some sound. There was a guy to my bottom left, but I did not see that while I was playing. So he barely became invisible and then uninvisible. So if I would have saw him earlier, I would have put some more focus on him. But watching this back, I did see him to my left. The other guy is definitely in front of me still, though. So I'm basically paying attention to him. And then I'm looking bottom left to see where the other guy is. Possibly is. But he's definitely to my bottom left. And I'm looking at that car. There's a car behind me. So I hear him shooting, though. The other guy that I was shooting at earlier. He's pushing up, shooting the enemy. That's under me, apparently. So I'm going to lay some fire on him. Kill him really fast. Because, you know, easier target to kill. Now this other guy is voiding all around me. And I'm going to try to get an angle on him. And now he's shooting the flame at me as well, the Oni. And I'm going to use my mask to get off of high ground. I was going to wait a second. Waited a little bit too long there. Should have pounced earlier. Put some shots on him. Try to sprint up. Try to sprint up again. And there you go. Got him with the SMG. I was going to switch back to the shotgun. Pop it one more time for the kill. But as you can see, you can give up high ground control if the zone is coming. Use the void mask and then get down there. And then even if you have low ground control and no builds, you're pretty set because, you know, there's always the factor of you having better aim. So if you have better aim than him, you can, you know, own him even if he's on top of high ground. And yeah. So if you guys need any more help with how to win these games and whatnot, you can always leave a comment down below. I'll be in the comments. I'll be in the comments and helping you guys out even more. If you guys did like this video, you can leave a like on this video. And if you guys want to see more how-to videos like this on Fortnite, then you can always like the video. Like I said, it does help me out tremendously and it shows me that you guys like this kind of content. So you guys have a great day and night and peace.